Wilton Hunt over here. Google is taking your website's page experience, your overall website experience, more and more seriously these days. If the website loads a little slow when it comes to your site, it's laid out awkward, people cannot find things, there's a lot of broken links, it's not mobile friendly, things like that. Google will deem that website as low page experience and rank you a little bit lower. So Google is taking that more and more seriously to the point it's rolling out as an algorithm now, and just called Page Experience Update. And that Page Experience algorithm update is now being pushed out to mid-June. So you guys still have a little bit more time now to kind of clean up your site. I'll give you a few updates as to what Google's looking at shortly. But, right, really do take this a little bit more seriously. It will start to roll out in mid-June. And once it rolls out, it doesn't mean it's going to impact everybody's website. It's slowly going to roll it out, and it should be all be fully rolled out by end of August. Again, there's only one of Google's major algorithm, right? There, Google looks at tons of signals, quality of your content, things like that. On top of that, now Google is looking at your overall page experience. So what is Google looking at then with this new update? Again, shouldn't be anything new to you guys. It just Google wants to make sure whenever people come to your site, they're getting a good experience, especially on mobile. So right now, Google already gave us a lot of heads up. If you log into your Google Search console, there's already a new page experience report. So this is not something that Google is hiding to tell everybody, hey, what typically Google hides a lot of their signals, right, as to how to get ranked. But this time, Google is very transparent as what it's looking at. So once you log into Google Search Console, you should be able to see a new dashboard in there for page experience. So for example, these signals, core web vitals. Do you have a lot of broken links? Is your website fast to load? Things like that, right? And if you're curious, you can just Google core web vitals. Then you will see a lot of signals that Google looks at, right? And of course, Google is looking at to see from mobile experience point of view, is your website mobile friendly? Does it load fast on mobile device? Do people once use your website from their mobile device? Is it hard to find things like that? And make sure your website doesn't have any security issues. And of course, most of you by now has your website as HTTPS already. And if you do have, right, an ad, right, like this website here, right, most of you don't have this, but if you have ads on your website, then Google wants to make sure it's not distracting the overall user experience. If there's pop-ups, things like that, then Google will deem your website has too many ads on there, and it will slightly penalize you. Again, it doesn't mean you cannot have ads on your site, but right, I just want to make sure it's not losing the overall experience. Okay, so Google is looking at UX, right? Some UX a lot more. I just want to make sure that when people come to your website, the main motivation is if they Google, that's a funeral home near me, Google wants to deliver the best content, the ones with the most reviews, and the ones with the best user experience. It doesn't want people to come to your site, they cannot find things, there's a lot of things blocking it, they cannot find your content out and they leave. Google want to make sure that whatever it delivers in the search engine results would have good user experience. So I really do advocate you to just, at least for now, log in to your Google Search Console and look at the report on there. Right? It will tell you your site has how many URLs with good page experience. Then it will tell you, for example, the other right? 25.7% of URLs without a good page experience. Then it will tell you which of those pages are. Then kind of go in there and start cleaning it up. Then, if any questions, feel free to reach out to me.